A new video has just surfaced, one that shatters every remaining illusion about governance and rule of law in Rivers State. It captures the suspended governor Fubara personally supervising the demolition of the Rivers State House of Assembly complex on December 13th, 2023. Now, let's be very clear. This wasn't politics as usual. It was a full-blown constitutional disaster, and it laid the foundation for what we are seeing today. Fast forward to now, a state of emergency has been declared, and Fubara, alongside his deputy and all elected lawmakers, has been suspended for 6 months. But let's break down exactly why this crisis reached such a boiling point. Now, let's take the illegal demolition without due process. Demolition a House of Assembly building isn't something you wake up and decide to do. There is a process. The governor must notify the speaker. The speaker must seek approval and arrange a relocation to ensure legislative continuity. But in this case, nothing. No communication, no resolution, just bulldozers and brute force. That is not government. That is vandalism from the top. Now let's look at the second point, which is the destruction of state assets and documents. This was more than just concrete and steel. It was the heartbeat of Rivers State's legislative history. Within its walls lay invaluable legal records, bills, motions, policies, staff files, decades of governance etched into paper and memory, yet not even a single biro was salvaged before its destruction. Such reckless demolition is not merely wasteful. It is an act of criminal negligence on a ground scale, a deliberate erasure of institutional memory. Now to the third point, which brings out shutting the people's representatives. Since that day, 27 lawmakers elected by the people were shut out, silenced, prevented from making decisions affecting their constituencies. For months, governors in Rivers State was reduced to 3 handpicked lawmakers loyal to Fubara, rubber stamping budgets and bills. That's not democracy. It's dictatorship dressed in civilian clothes. Now let's look at the fourth point, which is the constitutional consequences. This reckless behavior led to a full-blown political crisis, and now the federal government has declared a state of emergency. The entire structure of elected governance in Rivers has been suspended. That is how bad it got, because when a leader treats the rule of law as optional, the system eventually bites back. This is no longer just a political squabble. It is a cautionary tale for every Nigerian. If this isn't grounds for impeachment, suspension, or even prosecution, then what is it? What message are we sending if this kind of lawlessness is tolerated at the highest level? The people of Rivers State deserve better. Nigerians deserve better. So this podcast isn't just calling out impunity. It is a wake-up call, because what we allow today becomes policy tomorrow. This is Truth Unveiled. Stay alert, stay informed. This is Osigbo Moikiroda, the principal and CEO of Bush Radio Academy.